I know who killed Asher.
Where were you that night?
Was it you? Did you kill Asher?
Better get ready.
How to Get Away with Murder. The final 5 episodes. ABC tonight.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie Futuristic Mike, and I'm back with another How to Get Away with Murder video if you're new. Make sure y'all leave your theories, comments, everything down below in the comment section. If you're a fan of How to Get Away with Murder, if you love How to Get Away with Murder, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you can always see when I'm dropping some content so you never miss any How to Get Away with Murder news. Now, this is going to be my review for Season 6, Episode 11, and it was titled The Reckoning, and I thought it was a really good episode. It wasn't as good as the premiere episode, Episode 10, We're Not Getting Away With It, but this episode was still really good, and it actually answered a lot of our questions. Not all of them, but it answered a lot of our questions, and we're going to talk about it. But before we dive into it, if you guys enjoy discussions like this, please be sure to give the video a like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you can never miss any other uploads. Now, when the episode starts off, it showed Annalise in jail, and you know, I figured she was going to be in jail anyways because she got caught in Mexico and she was going to get brought back, but it turned out she wasn't even in jail. This was her dreaming. Apparently, she was dreaming about being in jail, and then there was a baby in the hallway or something, and she's had problems in the past dreaming about a baby and hallucinating about a baby before because she lost a baby. So, you know, I thought that was probably a dream anyways, and she was staying with her mom, and apparently she got put on house arrest. So we missed like a whole week of what happened. They went back and explained a little bit and showed a little bit. She was in court, and all she got charged with was like having a fake passport or something like that, and a couple other false charges. But she did not get charged with the murders or anything like that. The murders that the FBI was trying to pin on Michaela and Connor. So they're probably trying to wait until they have more evidence on Annalise to actually charge her, because she's not in jail, but she does have an ankle monitor on. For how long? I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah, she's not going to be in jail, at least for now. So there's still a chance that she could get away with all this. In this episode, Michaela and Connor were kind of second guessing that deal that they took. They weren't sure if they should have took it or not. At least Connor wasn't sure. Michaela said that they finally chose themselves, and that was the best move. That was the best decision. Now, it showed Asher a lot in this episode. It flashed back and showed a lot, like when he turned informant on the group. It showed a lot of stuff, like when he was snitching and he was talking to the FBI. And then it showed him in his apartment, and he was freaking out because that was the night he took shrooms and they bashed him on the head with that fireplace poker. But none of them killed Asher. I can tell you that right now. And we're going to get into who did it here in a minute. But yeah, he was freaking out in this episode. This was just a flashback. And you know when it's a flashback in this show, because it'll be all blue and stuff like that. Like the lighting will be all blue when it's not present day. That's what I love about this show. I love the lighting, and I love the way that they do it. Asher was pretty much freaking out, and then he went over to Gabriel's apartment, and he told him that he'll pay him $64,000 to let him use his phone. And Gabriel's not trying to do it at first, and then Gabriel just wants information on his dad's death. He just finally wants to know who killed Sam, because he's been trying to figure that out since he got there, since he got to Philadelphia. So, you know, he just wants some answers. Asher won't tell him anything. And then eventually Asher tells Gabriel that Wes wasn't the type of person that could have killed anybody alone. So he probably had help. So that made Gabriel think a little bit. And then he gave Asher his phone. Now, Annalise is working with Bonnie and Frank in this episode, and she's trying to get to the bottom of what's going on. And she wants to request a copy of the charges that are going to be brought against her. So she ends up getting a list of these charges that are getting brought against her, and she just suspects that Michaela and Connor turned against her. So she calls Michaela, Connor, and Oliver over to her house to talk to them. and they end up talking, and she just suspects it right away, just based off what they're saying. They're not happy to see her at all, and they're saying, like, why should I trust you? And she just doesn't trust them at the moment because, I mean, can you really trust anybody in a situation like this? So they all end up leaving, and then Annalise tells Bonnie that she knows for a fact that they turned on her, that she could see it all over their face, and they lied right to her face. Basically, that she knows without a doubt that they turned on her, and now she's trying to figure out what to do. And Bonnie and Frank want to stick with Annalise. You know, they've been with her since the beginning. Even before all the students came along, Bonnie and Frank were always there, so they're pretty much ride or dies, and they're always going to be there for Annalise. That's what I really like, especially with Frank. Like, he has never turned on Annalise. There was a point where Annalise really didn't want to talk to Frank because of everything that went on, because of their past, but, you know, Frank has always been loyal to Annalise. That's one thing I like about Frank. And Frank's done a lot of dirt on the show, but he's also one of my favorite characters. Him and Michaela, I really love on the show. Now, Asher's sister, Chloe, comes to Gabriel's apartment to pick up some of Asher's stuff, and she wants to know why the hell Gabriel has a phone that Asher was using that night when he died, because she knows that Asher used Gabriel's phone to call whoever he called. So she thinks that's suspect, and she thinks Gabriel has something to do with Asher's death, which obviously he doesn't, but that's what she thinks. Gabriel also goes to the FBI later on and tells them that Asher came and used his phone the night of his death, just so he could pretty much clear that up and get that out in the air so the FBI doesn't think that Gabriel did it, which they already kind of suspect him anyways. At least the guy does that's working the case. The guy of the FBI, I forgot his name, at least he suspects Gabriel. But the chick that's in charge of the Asher case, man, we're going to talk about her in a minute because she has a major part in all this. We're going to talk about that here in a minute at the very end of this video. Now, Annalise thinks Nate turned on her. She thinks that Nate gave the FBI some files or something, and that's how they know some of the stuff that they know. I'm not sure if Nate did that or not, but that's what she thinks. I do gotta say that Nate has been loyal most of the time, but he really doesn't have a reason to be loyal to Annalise because Annalise did put Nate through a lot. If you guys remember in like the first or second season, she set Nate up and sent him to prison for the murder of Sam or something like that. But she also has done a lot of good for Nate. She represented his dad when his dad was in prison before he got killed. So she has done a lot of good for Nate, but she also did him dirty back in the day when the series first started. Her and Nate had their ups and downs, so I'm not sure if Nate would have turned on her or not. We're going to find out. I just want to take 1 second to say I really love the scenes between Cicely Tyson and Viola Davis. They really make magic in their scenes. They really do. Cicely Tyson is a phenomenal actress. She's been around for the longest, and I really love seeing her on this show. And then also Viola Davis always acts her ass off. And just those scenes with those two, man, they're amazing. They're really well done, and the acting is always so great. Those are two amazing black lead actresses, and I really love them on this show. It's going to be sad to watch this show go. It really is, because this is one of the best shows on television, in my opinion. And I wish there was at least another season and we got a season 7, but all good things got to come to an end. So it really sucks that it's going to be ending, but I'm glad it at least went on for 6 seasons. Now let's get into the end of this episode right here. The end of the episode was crazy because Gabriel actually seen who killed Asher. He heard some commotion next door, and he looked under his door, and he seen Asher getting hit with that fireplace poker, and he seen just the shoes of the person at first. And then when they were walking down the steps, he seen who it actually was. It was that chick that was coming after Annalise in the group a while back. If you guys remember, she was coming after them because it was ordered by Xavier Castillo. The Castillos, man, they've been causing some trouble on this show for a very long time. I feel like a lot of this mess is because of Laurel and her family, man. But yeah, it was that chick that Xavier ordered to come and do something to Annalise and all them. It was her that killed Asher. And Gabriel seen this. She was walking down the steps. And at the end of this episode, Gabriel went to the FBI and he told the guy in charge of this case, he told him that he thinks he saw who killed Asher. and he brought up Laurel Castillo because he really thought it was Laurel, I guess, at first. And then the girl who actually killed Asher walked in the room, and she's the chick in charge of this Asher case, and I guess she's FBI, but she also works for the Castillos, or maybe she's related to them or something, I don't know. But Gabriel actually seen this chick murder Asher, and it's crazy because when she walked in, he looked at her crazy, and I think she was suspicious of him at that moment, but he probably told her never mind, that he doesn't know who killed Asher, that he didn't see it, he just made a mistake. He probably told her that because he doesn't want to get involved and he doesn't want her to know that he knows. So then he went to the group. He went to Michaela, Connor, and Oliver. He knocked on their door. They wouldn't answer, but he was yelling like it was an emergency. And then they came to the door, and he said he has information and he knows who killed Asher. And they were just looking all shocked and surprised. And that was the end of the episode. And it's crazy because I really didn't expect that at all. That was completely unexpected. I thought it was Wes or someone like that killed Asher, or I thought it was someone completely different, but I didn't think it was this chick. I didn't think it was the FBI who killed Asher. That was just completely unexpected, and I was shocked. But this was a really solid episode. It was a good episode. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. What did you guys think about this episode? Comment down below, and also let me know if the killer was who you thought it would be. I really don't think anybody would have guessed this killer. But comment down below if you thought it was her, or who did you think it was. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And comment your theories, predictions, and everything else for the next episode. Do you guys think Wes will be coming back? Do you think we'll be seeing him in the rest of the season? Comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. And then we'll talk about it in my next What to Expect video. I'll be continuing to bring you guys more How to Get Away with Murder content in the future. If you guys want to donate to the channel to help support the channel, I got links in the description to do so. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. It's your boy Futuristic Mike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.